All right, check this
Cannon
out.
blew up the schedule today, and she announced this new, I guess, sort of series of hearings or mega hearings. She's going to hear Trump's challenge to Jack Smith even being on this as a special counsel. She's going to hear Trump's request to throw out the evidence found at Mar-a-Lago, which obviously is the entire point. What is Judge Cannon doing here, Ty?
Judge Cannon is kicking the can down the road as only she can, and delaying both the trial, which is, clearly clearly her purpose, and when I say purpose, it is purposeful now. It's not mere ineptitude. This is clearly a palpable bias on her part, and I think I heard one former Florida judge say the same thing earlier today. Everybody's sort of caught on to her act now. But it also evidences, her style. She wants to avoid at all costs making a decision that Jack Smith can appeal to the 11th Circuit, where the 11th Circuit, who has already reversed her twice and reprimanded her harshly, would have the opportunity to reconsider the potential for removing her from the case, which I predict, as you know, will happen, and she will not be the judge that ultimately tries this case whenever it gets to trial. So I think it won't happen until she actually rules on anything, and by setting these hearings.
All right. So there's a report here on CNN. It says federal judge overseeing the federal criminal classified documents case against Donald Trump and his two co-defendants in Florida has denied efforts to dismiss nearly 10 of the 41 charges in the indictment against them on several technical issues. There's another report I want you to comment on real quick. This was published on the Daily Beast. Trump demands Biden remove an ad of him calling dead soldiers suckers and losers. Donald Trump on Sunday called for president. So there's a comment that he made a while back where I think he wasn't going to stop at some memorial spot for some soldiers, and it was like he doesn't want to.
The one that took place in France, Normandy, the landing
in
of
France, yes,
the Normandy landing, the decisive point in the history of the Second World War. All. So
I want to hear your comments on those two stories.
Yeah, first, the landing on Normandy, where, last week, I think it was last Friday, individuals who had taken part in the Second World War that ended about 80 years ago, right? The Normandy landing that happened,
right?
I think 1944, and then the war eventually came to a stop in 1945. But that was, the dropping of the Manhattan Project, the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki were a turning point in the war. Remember the efforts of the American, German, Jewish nuclear physicist Albert Einstein, the efforts he championed in pushing back on Nazism, the Nazi agenda of Adolf Hitler, the then German chancellor. Now, more than, I don't know if you are taking an head count now, there are less than maybe 300 veterans of that war. The youngest at Normandy, the memorial that was read last week, the youngest of them was 96 years old. He was 16. And even today, humanity has not moved any, has not recorded a major shift in the way we enlist our teenagers, our young men and women to serve in the military, to lay down their lives for our liberty, to make sure that what's it called? Humanity can continue to procreate and generate from generation to generation. That said, all major world leaders find a way of talking about the events of Normandy. And by the way, not many of our African compatriots who fought in the war they didn't even know anything about were really celebrated. And many of them, because of the life expectancy on our continent, amongst Africans in the diaspora, many of them are no longer alive. But even in death, we say thank you for the survival of humanity. We say thank you for their contribution, for their service. Donald Trump could not sum up courage to do that, while many world leaders converged on Normandy last week. So that was the context. And even in the past, remember what he said. There were fine people on all sides. What fine people could be on the side of murderous Nazi regime in Germany then? And remember, so many of of the people that survived the Holocaust against Jews, at least 6 million Jewish people were killed in the effort by Adolf Hitler to find what he called the problem of the world, which he identified as Jewry. That kind of dark heart. That is the person Donald Trump kisses up to. Donald Trump could not find a good memorial in respect of what happened, the Normandy landing. He could not find anything of such. Like his co-traveler, Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin was not there. But don't forget USSR in those days under Joseph Stalin, who later became a murderous dictator and authoritarian too, absolutist. USSR did well, but exactly what Germany did that led to the Second World War is what Vladimir Putin is doing today to the people of Ukraine. And you heard Donald Trump when he said loud and clear that he would even encourage Putin to do worse to NATO coalition. He's always find a way of identifying with the men who form axis of evil. He is the one that would applaud the disgraced leaders of North Korea. He would be there to thump for the communist leaders of China, and he does that everywhere. And look at the way he continues to say things that are not real. Talking of prisoners escaping from Congo and finding their ways to America here. Those are the things we can say. Now, about the federal prosecutor, Jack Smith, and the efforts to make sure that Donald Trump is held accountable. Who would pretend that those classified documents that were taken from the White House when Donald Trump was departing as president, although reluctantly, because he continues to deny the fact that that election was was fair and square by Joe Biden. Of course, you see what he's been doing. So when he was leaving, he left with certain documents, and part of that, there is this suspicion. There is this suspicion that America's strategic information on nuclear capabilities and whatnot were taken with him to that place. And remember all the kind of funny dictators he's been hobnobbing with at Mar-a-Lago. That is what this case is about. And then his judicial appointees are stonewalling the process. They should act swiftly, like the brilliant and heroic judge in New York did concerning the 34-count charge. If they must appoint juries, let them do it. And then look at the funny attitude of America's Supreme Court justices having to debate the possibility of pardon for a president that possibly would have abused office. All the funny questions about coup, should it even come on the menu or on their what's it called, their docket, that anybody should contemplate coup making in America, the finest of all places concerning democracy since this I mean the beginning of the human race. America copied this idea from ancient Greek, and they have improved upon it. And remember that late Abraham Lincoln, the then president of America, said, for as long as this country lives, democracy will never go under. I'm paraphrasing. But look at the efforts of Donald Trump to make sure that America continues to erode the gains of democracy and liberty. He was in the Bronx the other day, and I had some guy who came from Puerto Rico saying that he was apologizing on behalf of the judge in New York that Donald Trump has. What does that guy understand about what Donald Trump has done? What does he understand about what he continues to do on a daily basis? Not appreciating the efforts of people, heroes gone, who did so much to secure civil liberties for all of us in America. And then they continue to talk of MAGA. They say it's make America great again. No. The MAGA thing means simply in Nigerian parlance. Yes, it means what they are mumus.
Yeah, it means mumu.
You're
a mumu man.
A bunch of Dundee United. Sorry, Dundee United Football Club in UK. This is not about you. But in Nigeria, anybody that behaves like a MAGA is a soccer. And we see them as they are. They are Dundees. You know? So this is the situation. And America is reinventing itself, and there must be this rescue. I'm telling you, the way people will come out, the way they are going to put these guys to shame, it's going to be a shite play. I'm telling you. That is what we expect. And he will be crushed. You know, I'm not even a Democrat. I'm an independent. But, that's one vote I have. I'm going to turn this in the face of Donald Trump so that I can be put to shame. And that this country can continue on its progressive march until we are free indeed. In this land of the brave, in this... No. The land of the free, the home of the brave. That is who we are as Americans. Donald Trump cannot define us by John these values. Yes. I think he's going to lose. Just let us wait and see. And the defeat is going to be crushing. What he is what he is. He's a convict.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you I know it's obvious you're not rocking with Donald Trump, right?
I will never rock with an investor.
Let me finish now. We can finish now.
I cannot imagine wasting my patience on such a political buffoon. What does he have to offer?
Do you think that American politics needs some type of correction around political correctness at all?
Well, America itself is work in progress. So we will get there someday. And all these issues you are talking about, political correctness versus the issues of justice and what's it called? Morality. All those things will find their balance on the scale. It's just a matter of time.
I agree. I have to agree with that. Because a lot of people just want to rush. Because I cover the same thing when it comes to relationship. A lot of people want to rush to discrete logic. Everything must be right and wrong. When in fact, our reality is really just a process.
Right.
It's a work in progress. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, do us a favor. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, follow, leave your comments. We want to know. Shout out to Bola Beno, Uncle Beno Day here.
Hey,
he said Bala Blue raised to power 1000. It's okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what Donald Trump is. In fact, it's more than Bala Blue, it's Blue Bala.
Blue Bala, okay.
That's
No
right.
worries. Patience, okay? Patience. We have the rest of the year to go with this Donald
That's right.
Trump matter. We're not going to
That's right.
conclude it today. All right?
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So hit the like button,
But
share, subscribe.
guys should not
Yes.
forget to be part of the process. They must drive the process. Register. Get involved. Don't let them tell you that you are from Africa. We are all now on the same boat. We are all Americans. And let your vote speak for you.
Absolutely. Yep. Like, share, subscribe, follow, comment. Let us know what your thoughts are on these stories. We shall be right back.